Alright, booty hole ticklers, Mason the French here back with another chart video for y'all. So it is Thursday, January 15th. So today was a good day if you knew what you were doing. I just say that because today I traded extremely poorly and I definitely knew where I could have done better and where everything went wrong. Didn't put in a stop loss, got washed out, revenge traded. I still made the money back, but just not all of it that I lost. But that's fine. That's why I'm gonna show y'all what the fuck I did, where the fuck ups went wrong, and where I made some money back. So right when the market opens, it takes a full buy straight to the top. So from what the previous minutes were looking like before the market opened right over here, you can clearly see that it was going to make a little bit more of an uptrend. Now I had my chart set out today as if it was going to be a sell day. Now, if I was cracked and I knew what the fuck I was doing at the right time, I could have gone out of my buy and then I could have gone on for my sell. So for the first few minutes, the market is making an uptrend. It's making a clear trend to the top. I put in my buy at around this time. I put in my fair value gap because I'm expecting it to maybe go back into this area. But what I was looking for was this trend that was going on. I saw a trend going as in a parallel direction where the market was making an uptrend. So I didn't really think too much about going in for a sell. You can clearly see right here. So I already put in my buy. I'm at 75 lots again. I see making an uptrend, so that's why I'm going up. Little do I know, I always put in my trades almost at the wrong time. So now you can clearly see that it's making a downtrend right here, but that's not even the worst part. It went back up. That wick was a cancellation wick, and I'm seeing it go up. So you see these candles go up a little bit longer, and then this candle comes in, and then it just steamrolls my booty cheeks. I'm telling y'all. This one fucking candle came in, knocked my ass out. Instantly went down to $500. This is what I mean by I should have gone out of my buy and gone in for the sell. Would have made my money right then and there if I just had my wizard eyes. And I fucked up even more because I didn't put my stop loss in, and that's where everything went wrong because I just kept losing money. And so I have the biggest hopes right now that it's going to make a reverse like one of the days did. Clearly today was not one of those days. I definitely should have just gone out a lot earlier and just gone in for a sell. You can see that it's making its way through the fair value gap. I don't know why I'm plotting out pips right now as if I'm getting those pips. I'm losing all that shit. But if the candle was to close out at the end of this fair value gap, then it would be known as an IFVG. And this is what I meant by this candle right here. This was a candle that I thought was gonna be my redemption era to where I was gonna get all my money back because of this cancellation wick right here. So I'm expecting it to go back up. No, apparently that's a big rejection, so definitely should have gone out right there. And then it comes in as a hard sell after that. So that is where I just went brain dead and just lost my trading senses for. But going back to the previous candle, I'm down 105 pips. I'm down $800. My ass doesn't get out. I'm staying locked into this shit because I'm expecting it to make that uptrend. But y'all just saw, it's not gonna make that reverse. So that was a bad trade. Definitely one that I want to forget, but one that I learned from. And again, just one of those days where unfortunately I just did impulsive decisions a little bit. I put in another buy because I'm just expecting it to go back up. Why would I get out of a buy, go in for a buy, and expect it to go back up? Your boy's retarded, guys. He does not know how to trade. But I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm up 360 bucks right now. It is in a good solid uptrend. So I was looking good on the money right here. But then after a few minutes, it starts to go down. Like that fat rejection right there. That fat candle that fucked me. Took me down all the way back to 190. It did take me all the way back to $50. But it went back up a little bit just because the buyers are coming in clutch a little bit so that I don't lose as much money. And then this is when it starts to go down and it starts to consolidate. It doesn't make any certain moves, but you give it a few minutes and then you can see that it went back up in the uptrend. So me staying in my buy position wasn't horrible after all. I ended up getting up to where I needed to get, but keep in mind right here, ladies and gents, I'm already down 800 bucks. My go-to right now is to just break even. I'm just trying to get to where I don't make money, but I don't lose all of this damn money. And in this time, it hit my take profit. It got me out of where I wanted to be. But theoretically, I should have just stayed in that trade because it was making a slow downtrend, but the candles weren't big candles. They were just small rejection candles from the sellers. Literally no one is in control right now. You can see it is making a small downtrend, but obviously nothing's gonna happen in that time because it's just straight consolidation. But then you give it a few minutes and then a hard buying candle comes in. This candle right here, this key factor right here, that's a candle that shows you that it's gonna become an uptrend scale. I don't know why, but to me, it just shows that the sellers were trying to come in and it rejected hard. And then the buyers took control of that part, and then the sellers came in again, but very poorly. And then the buyers just came into position and just blew the fuck sellers out of the water. Because literally all I needed was that one candle, this little candle, right? It's not little, but it was a big candle to get me to where I need to be, to where I actually would have taken some money. Not the money that I wanted, but the money that I needed, you know? Just because I fucking lost $800, now I gotta make the money back. And this would have got me to break even. And then I would have taken some money. And then the rejection came in afterwards, then I would have fucking lost it all. I'm just ranting about my bullshit. Don't take that into consideration. And then day 24 of the day. So I didn't write a lot just because I was already pissed about the fact that I lost that stuff. But like I said, I got it back, so not a big deal, but definitely wasn't that bad. It could have been a good day if I put in my stop loss and then I put in a sell right after that and saw the trend go down. That would have been great. I was only down $289 on the day. But like I said, I was able to make the money back after losing $800 of it, just because I didn't set my stop loss. I saw a certain move too late and it caused me to lose a lot, but I stayed in and then I revenged my way to not lose as much. Only 2 trades, that's usually how many you should do, or between 1 to 3. That's my rule of thumb, is between 1 to 3. If you're doing more than that, I don't think you know how to trade. That just seems like a lot of impulsive decisions. And then you gotta get better with shorts and reading the market predictions better. I'm trying to get better with shorts, trying to see when the trend is going to stop instead of it just riding, because I feel like I'm the long master, like the long schlong Jim schlong master, bro. Literally what I do is I put in a trade, I wait for it to keep on going, and I want it to hit this take profit. Once it gets to that marker, I put in my stop loss at the marker where I would make money, so that if the market was to keep going, it'll just keep going and then I can keep moving my stop loss up. But if it was to make a reverse on me, it'll hit my stop loss, but I already hit my market for that day. So I wouldn't even lose money. I would be totally fine and just end the market for a little bit longer just to see if I could just make a little bit more. But I don't know how often that's gonna happen. That's why I just gotta get better with my market predictions and the way that I look at the market when the candles are going up and down, and seeing the trend factors in parallel lines, fair value gaps, order blocks, all this shit. And ladies and gents, that is my Thursday, January the 15th trading day. So didn't come out on top, saw where I fucked up, saw where I could have done better, and then we're gonna build off of that. And going on to live accounts, we are trading, well, we're switching brokers. So soon I will be using a different broker, and I'll have to use a VPN for that since it's in a different country. You know, taxes, shit like that. It'll just benefit me more. But I do have to learn how to use a new broker now. Hopefully that's not that difficult, because mainly I'm using TradingView just to look at the chart, and I'm using a broker just to press buy and sell. So I'm gonna get that done and figure that shit out. But without further ado, you booty sucking motherfuckers, I'm gonna get better with this shit. And y'all are gonna see your boy come out on top and just learn the best shit ever. So without further ado, fuckers, I'm out. Gonna get to learn better, and you should too. So we all have 2026 to get on top together and be the best traders we can and get this moolah and enjoy the process while you're at it. But I'm out, bitches. See ya, bitch!